In this video, we're going to tell you 7 things that annoy dogs. As owners, we're trying to be calm, confident, provide a safe and stable environment for our dogs. So these are things that you may be doing that you don't realize really annoy your dog and keep them off balance. So in this video, we'll share 7 things that you don't want to do around your dog because it upsets them and annoys them. If you're new to our channel, welcome. We make dog videos that are educational and entertaining. And in this video, we'll share 7 things that you may not realize annoy your dog. So let's get it started with number 1. At number 1 is yelling. This is all kinds of yelling. It doesn't have to be directly at your dog, which is something you should never really do, is yell at your dog. Instead, you should correct them and always try to correct them with positive reinforcement. But any kind of yelling can upset your dog as they learn with their nose, then their eyes, then their ears. So yelling is something they're really not used to, something that really doesn't help at all. If you want to get a dog's attention, you want to redirect them, then you do that by their nose. But just yelling at them probably doesn't help, and it's just super annoying and something that they don't like and they just don't feel comfortable being around. Number 2 is teasing. Just remember that dogs don't have the same sense of humor as maybe a human does. So if you want to play a trick on your dog or tease your dog, they're just not going to fully understand it. They're not going to know that you're just messing around. Instead, it's going to annoy them. It's going to frustrate them and increase their anxiety. So if you ever want to play games with your dog, remember to do games that they'll understand and that they like. They love playing fetch. They love looking for things. They love carrying sticks. But if you want to tease them or play a joke on them like you would a human, it's just not going to work and not going to be healthy for you and the dog, especially with your long-term relationship. At number 3 is not getting exercise. If you've watched our channel at all, you know how much we stress exercise for dogs. They need it, they want it, and the best part about exercise, they want to be out with their owner, building that bond that exercise can provide. If you go for a walk, go for a swim, go for a jog, anything that you do with your dog is outstanding because it builds that bond. But if they don't get the exercise, they get frustrated, pent up energy, and it just annoys them to see you go in and out of the house, not let them outside to get the exercise that they need. So if you're going to own a dog, make sure you take the time, energy, and you have the availability to give your dog as much exercise as you possibly can because they need it and they crave it. The next thing that really annoys dogs is when you give them confusing commands. When you give your dog a command, it should be a one-word, one-sound command that's firm, direct, and they know what they're supposed to do. But a lot of times people give commands with too much anxiety. They're saying, here, 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 come, come, come. These are things that dogs don't like. It just increases their anxiety and only makes them act out rather than do what you want them to do. So if you have a dog, make sure that you give clear, concise, consistent commands. This is what your dog wants, this is what your dog craves, and they will respond to it very well. But if you don't, it's just annoying, the dog doesn't like it, and it only annoys you that the dog's not listening, and there's problems galore. The next thing that annoys dogs is when they get hugged by strangers. Now don't get me wrong, they love to be pet, they love to be around other people, but there's a big difference when a stranger hugs them. To a dog, this feels restricting, this feels like threatening, and they don't know what's going on. They don't like to be hugged, they like to be pet. Now they may like to be hugged by their family, but a stranger hugging them seems very threatening and it's not something they like. So when you ever see a dog out in public, make sure that you have permission from the owner, you feel comfortable petting the dog, but never give a dog a hug because to them that's a very big threat and something that may cause them to react negatively and harmfully. Next thing that's just annoying for a dog is lack of toys. These guys want to be able to play and chew on something, and if they don't have their toys, then they're gonna find something to chew on, whether it's a sock, furniture, your clothes. So make sure you have enough toys around for the dog and they have a clear understanding what's their toy versus what's not their toy. If you do this, a dog will be happy to sit around and chew on their toy. But there's nothing more annoying than seeing everyone else playing with stuff, but you as the dog, you don't have any toys and nothing to do, and so naturally you're going to get into mischief and it only causes problems throughout the family. Last thing that annoys dogs, and not only dogs but people too, is sudden waking. Dogs are good sleepers. They like to sleep. They need sleep. So if you see a dog sleeping, there's no need to wake them up aggressively. It's not funny. It's nothing that they like. They don't understand it. And it only creates anxiety and an energy that's not healthy for you or the dog. So remember, if you ever have a dog sleeping and they need to wake up, a gentle pet will do just that and get them awake. We hope you've enjoyed these 7 things that annoy dogs so that you can prevent from doing them. Because after all, you want a happy, healthy life with your dog, and together, you guys can achieve that as long as we're not annoying each other. We hope you've enjoyed this video, and we'll see you on the next one.